The 10 most disgusting delicacies in the world. Kopi Luwak. Also known as civet coffee, Kopi Luwak is one of the most expensive coffees in the world. It's also known as one of the most disgusting delicacies. That's because these Indonesian coffee beans are first eaten and then defecated by an Asian palm civet. After the beans come out of the jungle cat, someone collects them and then sells them for hundreds of dollars per kilogram. Some coffee connoisseurs don't mind spending $30 for a cup of what is effectively cat feces. Rocky Mountain oysters. These little guys prove that disgusting delicacies can even originate in North America. Not oysters in the traditional sense. Rocky Mountain oysters are bull, sheep, or pig testicles, which have been flattened, covered in flour, and deep fried. This cowboy caviar started out as a novelty dish that could be found at many large Western festivals, fairs, and rodeos. Served as an appetizer with dip, we think most people can agree this one is a disgusting delicacy. Hakkarl. A national dish of Iceland, hakkarl is shark meat, which has been cured. What makes it so disgusting? Hakkarl is fermented and hung to dry for several months, often away from where people live because it smells so strong. Those who are brave enough to try this Icelandic delicacy note the strong ammonia smell, strong fishy taste, and cheese-like consistency. It's so disgusting that even world-renowned chefs like Gordon Ramsay and Anthony Bourdain think it is one of the worst foods ever. Century eggs. Many of us have eaten a bad egg and know how terrible it can be. Enter the century egg. This delicacy hails from China and sees an egg preserved in a mixture of salt, quicklime, clay, and ash for up to several months. After this aging process is complete, the egg looks as bad as you think that it would, and smells even worse. If you can get past the strong ammonia smell, you'll notice the egg yolk has turned to a dark green and the white to brown. Despite its appearance and smell, the century egg is a popular Chinese delicacy, which is served at many birthday parties and weddings. A ping. When most of us see a spider, we either run screaming or crush it, or become friends with it. In Cambodia, they take their tarantulas and deep fry them. Not done there, the crispy critters are put on a stick and sold by street vendors to the local population and adventurous tourists. Trying to physically eat this local delicacy might be hard for most of us to imagine, but A ping is actually a very popular dish. The people like it so much that they even have special areas where they farm the tarantulas to ensure there's a good supply of these hand-sized hors d'oeuvres. Surströmming. Most people enjoy eating fish, but we bet most people wouldn't want to take on this Scandinavian delicacy. Surströmming is Baltic herring, just with a disgusting twist. After being canned, this particular fish continues to ferment and liquefy until being opened for consumption. Many of those who try this food can't even open the can without gagging, as the smell is often compared to a dumpster on a hot day. This has even led to numerous YouTube videos of brave people taking on the challenge of eating a whole can of surströmming. Balut. Most people who don't live in Southeast Asia will likely find this egg delicacy truly disgusting. Associated with the Philippines, balut is a fertilized duck egg which has been boiled before serving. Where it gets disgusting is when you crack into this egg to find not a yolk, but a partially developed chick. Consumers traditionally sip the fluid from the egg before peeling off the rest of the shell and devouring the chick. We can only imagine the difficulty someone not from this region would have sucking back the contents of a balut egg. Fruit bat soup. Yes, this delicacy is exactly what it sounds like. You'd be mistaken to think that this soup just had bat meat in it. No, with this Micronesian dish, you get a bowl of broth, chopped up veggies, and a whole bat, just thrown right in there. While this delicacy is high in protein, it can also be high in toxins, like cyanide, thanks to the diet that some bats have. Not limited just to poison, bats are known to be carriers of viruses, which could be deadly to humans. That makes this delicacy not just disgusting, but potentially quite dangerous. Kiviak. It's a safe bet to say that most of us will never try this delicacy from Greenland. Kiviak is made by stuffing hundreds of dead birds, known as auks, into a sealskin. Disturbingly, the auk's beaks, feathers, and claws are not removed. Air is removed from the sealskin and fat is used to seal up the bag. Heavy rocks are then put on top of the bag to ensure that no air gets in over the 7 months which the birds inside will ferment. Come wintertime, the bag is opened and the auks are consumed at special events like weddings and birthdays. Yay! Kasu marzu. If food ever gets maggots, we usually throw it out. Not so for the Sardinian delicacy. Kasu marzu is a traditional cheese made from sheep's milk. In order to make it the delicacy it is today, flies are allowed to lay their eggs and hatch larvae in the fermenting cheese. The maggots go about eating the cheese, softening it, and breaking down the fats. This creates a very soft, albeit disgusting, product. The end product is a cheese that is full of maggots. Consumers can remove the maggots if they want. Just be forewarned that these little guys can launch themselves up to distances of 15 centimeters if disturbed. Well, we hope this video made you hungry. Here's some other videos that we think you might like, and don't forget to click that subscribe button. Thanks!